Making a chicken and onion stir fry is extremely delicious and super easy to make. And trust me, you're gonna have this once a week. For the ingredients, we're gonna need soy sauce, sesame oil, hoisin sauce, chicken stock, yellow and green onions, sugar, and cornstarch. Fresh garlic as well, and I prefer this one because I don't want to get the bulb and then have to sit there and peel it for about like 20 minutes. And finally, for the last ingredient, we're gonna use chicken breast. Now, if you like chicken thighs, you can go ahead and use that as well. It's perfectly fine. Now that we have all the ingredients together, we can finally start cooking. We're gonna start with your onion. We're gonna slice both of the ends, cut it in half, and then we're gonna thinly slice it just like this. Now I realize if you don't want to cry, then the best thing to do is to have a really sharp knife. If it's not sharp, then every time you cut, the juices are going to be floating everywhere and you're definitely going to start crying. For the green onions, we're going to slice it really thinly all the way till it gets to the white part. Now for the garlic, what I like to do is get about 3 at a time, place them down on my cutting board, grab my knife, put it right on top, and then smash it. That makes the garlic be really flat, so it allows me to make my dices a lot easier and faster. For the sauce, we're going to start with a little bit of chicken stock or chicken broth. Literally, they're both the same. The only difference is one with bones and then the other one's with bones and a little bit of meat. Soy sauce, and I personally like to use the low sodium because it's a lot less saltier. Hoisin sauce, and honestly, I use hoisin sauce because a lot of my family members are allergic to oyster, and this has 0 oyster. But make sure you read the ingredients beforehand. Sesame oil, this right here brings a lot of flavor. A pinch of sugar to balance everything out. And finally, cornstarch. This will allow your sauce to get really thick once it heats up. Now, don't forget to mix this really well to combine every ingredient and avoid any lumps. I don't think anyone wants to try the sauce and have like little cornstarch pieces. I think that would be pretty gross. Now we're gonna move on to do the marinade the chicken. We're gonna get our chicken breast and we're gonna start thinly slicing it. Now, when you slice it, you want it to be against the grain. And the reason for that is when you slice anything against the grain, it makes your bite a lot more tender. Listen, if you don't like to have chicken breast, don't worry, you can use chicken thighs or even chicken legs. That one is completely up to you. Now we're gonna grab all your chicken and we're gonna place it into a bowl so we can marinate it. Now we're gonna add a little bit of soy sauce, hoisin sauce, a splash of sesame oil, and finally a little bit of cornstarch so we can velvet our chicken. Now we're gonna mix this really well and we're gonna let it marinate for at least 20 minutes. But if you have 0 patience like me, we're gonna use it right away. And yes, I'm about to go wash my hands. Now we're gonna go ahead and grab your pan and we're gonna get enough oil to cover the bottom of it. Now it's very important to get the pan and the oil super hot. That is the secret of making a good stir fry. Now gently place down your chicken. Don't drop it because you don't want to get burnt. Or maybe you do. Now we're going to cook the chicken for about 6 minutes. That's going to cook it 2/3 of the way. Now the reason I cook it only 2/3 of the way is because we're going to add the onions, we're going to add the garlic, and we're still going to continue cooking longer. You want the chicken to be tender, but not super dry. Now we're going to add your onions, green onions, and finally your garlic. Now we're going to cook this for about 3 more minutes. Man, my house is smelling super delicious right now. Now we're gonna pour in your sauce and allow this to heat up until it gets really nice and thick. Now to make it super delicious, make sure that you get some steamed rice on the bottom. Now for the best part, we have to do the taste test. And like always, we have to make sure that we blow our food because this is steaming hot. I don't know if you can see the steam, but it's super hot. Oh wow. That bite was incredible. The chicken is really nice and tender and juicy thanks to the velveting technique. Now the onions, we didn't cook it all the way, so it still has a little snap, but it's not as strong. The green onions is super fresh, so it brings another layer. And then serve it on top of the rice, and this dish is completely 100% the best dish you're gonna have. And it's literally that simple. With that being said, don't forget to hit that follow button for more easy and delicious recipes. But if you wanna learn how to make the best, and I mean the best, compound chicken, click right here.